Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cup Council. How are you all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day wherever we are around the world. And why wouldn't you be? Liverpool, finally, what a game of footy. It's been a while, let's not lie around it. But yes, the Reds did beat West Ham United by 2-0. Of course, thanks to Alexander Isak getting his first Premier League goal for the club. And of course, Cody Gakpo as well, scoring late on for the Reds to make it 2-0. A very comfortable win and a very proper win, I would say, in terms of the overall game. I think Liverpool were the better, throughout. I know West Ham did have a lot of the ball at times, and I know that there was a few moments where, again, it could have been a bit better from us. But, I think, of course, the big one being that it was a proper performance from us. So, it looked tidy, it looked like a proper, well-organised set performance. And that's something that we've lacked, of course, over the last couple of weeks. But again, of course, there's things to work on, but, it's things going in the right direction then, let's say. And of course, the main headline around the game is Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz, for me, was outstanding today. We truly got to see, I think, anyway, Florian Wirtz close to what he can do in a Liverpool shirt. I think by far he was his best performance in a Liverpool shirt. And I think, we got to see that free roaming 10 position where he was everywhere. Certainly in that first half in particular, I know that Jamie Carragher, as my voice goes, I know Jamie Carragher said on Sky Sports that he believed it was Liverpool's Florian Wirtz's best performance in Liverpool shirts, and I totally agree. I thought by far it was his best performance in Liverpool shirt, commanding. Link-up play was excellent. His touches, his passing as well was outstanding, and for me, was his best performance. And that really helped the team obviously progress a lot forward. Looking at just the results in particular. Looking at his stats. 44 passes. Made 95% of his passes were successful. Again, unlucky not to get an assist a couple of times in the game. I know obviously Isak had a shot that went well over the bar. I know that Cody as well also had a chance. That of course he didn't finish it, and of course Florian Wirtz did miss that chance in the first half himself to get a goal contribution. But I know plenty of people will say straight away on that end, oh, it's no goal contribution, anything like that. But I think the telling signs are he was influential in all of the game today. He was his link-up play, him and Alexander Isak as well having a good link-up as well. But I think not only that, I think it's Florian Wirtz's link-up also with Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, building up from the back where Liverpool have struggled this season to do. And I think Florian Wirtz was brilliant for that as well. And I think this is his best position. I know plenty of people will say, oh, play Wirtz on the left. I know against Real Madrid, in possession, he was mainly playing on the right a little bit as well. But for me, him in this 10 position, or this free roaming 10, for me, that's his best position. We've seen the best of him over the years at Leverkusen in that position. And I think so far this season, certainly at Liverpool, that's for me where we have seen the best of Florian Wirtz. We've seen it against Arsenal. We've seen it against, I say against Arsenal, again, Arsenal in the league, Frankfurt as well, kind of playing on the right in a 10 role a little bit. We've kind of seen that. And then again today, West Ham, I thought he was excellent today, of course. But again, not only him getting headlines, Alexander Isak getting his first Premier League goal for the club. I think, he said it just after the game that it's been a long time coming. Of course, he's coming up to match fitness. You kind of seen it in parts. I think certainly the first half, he wasn't really showing his quality. And I think, he does have an extra level to go to. I think he will even admit that himself. I think he has admitted it in the post-match. But certainly that goal in particular, it was a proper striker's goal, taking just a flash chance and, creating a goal out of it. And, that really, for me, I think it was showing again Liverpool's quality going forward. I think, we'll talk about Wirtz and we'll talk about Isak. I think that the shining highlight again today was the fact that Liverpool actually had a right back, had a defensive coordinator on that right hand side. In terms of Joe Gomez as well, I thought he was outstanding today as well. Genuinely, I think it's his first start, I think, in 11 months for the club as well. And we've missed that type of person in the Liverpool team. You know, he was brilliant. Him, Dom as well. Dom had a little bit of a quiet game, but again, I think little elements of it where, again, he's playing on that right hand side as well for. Again, Mohamed Salah not featured at all in this game. Of course, Arne Slot has come out and said that, look, we've played a ridiculous amount of games in 10 days that, you know, Mo needs a bit of rest. But I think the question mark a little bit does need to be asked. You know, are Liverpool, you know, shaping up better without Mohamed Salah at the moment? You know, that's mental for me to even say. But you look at the last couple of games that he has missed, the Frankfurt game where, you know, we changed the system and we looked better. You know, I'm not going to say that we didn't, because we did. And then again today, Liverpool looked better. You know, we looked full in control of the game. Yes, there was one or two chances that West Ham did create, but you're going to give them up in a game. And I think, look, Liverpool on an overall side of things, in my opinion, we looked a lot more settled. You know, when, again, you had somebody on the right-hand side who, first of all, could press, but second of all, could also recover as well, where, again, maybe Liverpool lose the ball on the right-hand side, could also then recover when you've got Joe Gomez pushing a little bit forward, and then you've got Dominic Szoboszlai then dropping deeper as well to help with the defending. And I think that's the massive thing with Mohamed Salah at the moment, is the fact that once Mo loses that ball, I think teams are very much attacking Liverpool's right-hand side, where, again, you're going to get found out. PSV did it. You know, many teams have done it this season to Liverpool. I think even Chelsea even said that, look, that is the position where we attack because, you know, Liverpool don't defend. And I think when you look at the stats and the statistics, it goes to show that Liverpool are weaker down that side this season more than ever. But look, on an overall side of things, 3 points off the top four, which, look, the way Liverpool have been going at the minute, it's been abysmal. But, you know, hopefully this is a good week for us. Again, we've got Leeds and Sunderland coming up now over the next week. Very winnable games for Liverpool. Very tough games. You know, that's not a lie around it. Leeds, you know, just narrowly losing to Manchester City yesterday. And, of course, Sunderland, they've had a fantastic start to the season, haven't they? So, look, there'll be difficult games coming up, difficult moments. But for me, man of the match for Florian Wirtz. Thought excellent throughout the game as well. Alexander Isak as well. Happy for him getting his first league goal for the club as well. But again, it was close, to be fair, between Joe Gomez and Florian Wirtz. I thought Joe Gomez had a really good game for us as well, and hopefully can stay fit now. And there'll be the question mark of, you know, can he stay as Liverpool's right back just for now, potentially anyway. But look, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm very intrigued to know your guys' thoughts, your man of the matches as well, and everything down below as well. But look, over the moon. Look, a win for Liverpool brings a smile to everyone, including myself as well anyway. But hopefully you guys are good. Hopefully you're also having a good weekend as well. And hopefully I will speak to you guys tomorrow. I will be doing a live show tomorrow at Monday, probably around 9 p.m. So make sure you are staying tuned to the channel. And yeah, hopefully all of you have had a fantastic day. But apart from that, I've been Connor from the Cop Council. We'll see you guys a bit later on. Ta-ra.